Hello everyone. In this video lecture, I am going to explain the sinking fund method to determine depreciation charges. This is a part of unit number 6B, economics of power generation. Here you can see methods to determine depreciation cost. Following are the commonly used methods for determining the annual depreciation charge. First one is the straight line method. Second, diminishing value method, and third is the sinking fund method. Already I have prepared the videos on the first two. Right now I will be explaining the third method, that is sinking fund method. In this method, a fixed depreciation charge is made every year and interest compounded on it annually. The constant depreciation charge is such that the total of annual installments plus the interest accumulations equal to the cost of replacement of equipment after its useful life. Let us consider P is the initial value of the equipment, N useful life of the equipment in years, S is the scrap or salvage value after useful life, R is the annual rate of interest expressed as a decimal. Cost of replacement will be equal to P minus S. Let us suppose that an amount Q is set aside as depreciation charge every year and interest compounded on it, so that an amount of P minus S is available after N years. An amount Q at annual interest rate of R will become Q in bracket 1 plus R raised to N at the end of N years. This expression explanation of this expression is given in the further slide. So here how that equation is derived, so that I will explain. Let us consider the Q rupees has been set aside right now, means that the 0th year. So if the interest rate is R, so the Q amount will become Q plus this interest that on the Q, that is R into Q. So on the top side, this will be the interest earned for that year. So when we deposit the Q amount today, at the end of first year, it will become the Q amount, the deposited amount plus interest, that is RQ. Okay. Now in the compound interest, what happens? The present amount will be considered, and for that present amount will be the Q plus this interest, that is RQ. And for the next year, second year, the interest on this will be R into Q plus RQ. So at the end of second year, this deposited amount, that is Q plus RQ as it is, plus the interest will be R in bracket Q plus RQ. So by doing this addition, we'll get this Q in bracket 1 plus R square. So at the end of second year, the Q quantity will become Q in bracket 1 plus R raised to 2. At the end of first year, amount is Q plus RQ, that is Q in bracket 1 plus R. At the end of second year, the same amount becomes, that is this amount Q plus RQ plus R in bracket Q plus RQ. Okay. So similarly, at the end of N year, the Q amount will become Q in bracket 1 plus R raised to N. Now this concept is used here. So let us consider at the end of first year, amount Q deposited at the end of first year. This Q amount is deposited at the end of first year. So this will become, that is Q in bracket 1 plus R raised to N minus 1. Okay. Because for the first year, the interest will not be earned. For the rest of the years, interest will be earned. So that years counted will be 1 year less, that is N minus 1 year. For the N minus 1 year, the interest will be earned. Okay. Now the amount Q deposited at the end of second year becomes, at the end of second year, let us say the same amount Q is deposited, okay, at the end of second year. So the quantity will become, the amount will deposited will become Q in bracket 1 plus R raised to n minus 2, because for the first 2 years the interest will not be earned, and so on. Therefore, the total fund after n years is equal to this quantity. Now we have added all these terms, first term, second term, like this. All the terms will be added here. So this Q is common, so we can take the Q common in from the each term. So get this total fund after n years, this expression. This is a geometric progression series, and its sum is given by total fund is equal to Q in bracket 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 upon R. This total fund must be equal to the cost of replacement of equipment, that is P minus S. So we can equate this equal to the cost of replacement of equipment, that is P minus S. So we will get this expression. Or sinking fund, that is how much amount we have to keep aside every year, that is Q we have decided, that is the starting of this lecture, this video lecture. So that Q we have considered. So we can find Q is equal to P minus S in bracket R upon 1 plus R raised to n minus 1. The value of Q gives the uniform annual depreciation charge. The parenthetical term in equation 1 is frequently referred to as sinking fund factor. Therefore, sinking fund factor is equal to R upon 1 plus R raised to n minus 1. Though this method does not find very frequent application in practical depreciation accounting, it is the fundamental method in making economy studies. Let us will solve one numerical on it. A distribution transformer costs rupees 2 lakh and has a useful life of 20 years. If the salvage value is rupees 10,000 and the rate of annual compound interest is 8%, calculate the amount to be saved annually for replacement of the transformer after the end of 20 years by sinking fund method. So initial cost of the transformer P is equal to rupees 2 lakh. Salvage value of transformer is given, that is S is equal to rupees 10,000. Useful life, that is N is equal to 20 years. Annual interest rate R is equal to 8%, that in the decimal that is 0.08. Annual payment for sinking fund, we can use the expression just we have derived, that is this is the expression, and keep the values all this, and we get the answer, that is rupees 4,153. Means this much amount we have to keep deposit every year, fixed amount we have to deposit every year, so that at the end of 20 years we'll be able to collect the cost equal to the P minus S, that is 1,90,000. So we can, and this 10,000 the salvage value, we can collect the rupees 2 lakh, so we can purchase the new transformer. So this is how we can find out the amount, how much amount of we have to keep aside by using the sinking fund method. So today we'll stop here. Thank you.